These are the 5 things that you're going to need to do in order to be successful at your diet or lifestyle change. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. I'm Opare from Food for the Soul, and here on this channel I share tips and tools you can use to create a whole and healthy lifestyle that you can stick to, that you actually want to stick to. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll find out every time I upload a new video. If you're trying to make a change in your life, a change in your diet, a change in your lifestyle, a change in where you live, whatever kind of change it is, if you're trying to become whole and healthy, to start a new job, whatever it is, the things you're trying to do, here are some things that you're going to need to consider and to do in order to make it happen. I began to think about this yesterday as I was attending, actually I was presenting at Kiswahili Day, an event where it was a graduation for some language teacher. It was like an education program. They were learning to be language teachers. And as a Kiswahili student myself, the head of the department, who happens to be my teacher, invited me and a fellow diasporan to present in Swahili. And so this made me think about some of the things that I had to do in order to get to that place. I'm by no means fluent in Kiswahili. I have a long way to go, and I'll be continuing to do these steps as I continue to grow. So the first thing is to step out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is what's keeping you stuck where you are right now. You're not going to be able to reach your goal if you stay stuck behind that comfort zone. You must move past that. You must explore new places. You must explore new skills. You must meet new people. You must be open to new ways of thinking. You need to get past that feeling of, no, I can't. For me, with the Swahili, it was very much, I had that, no, I can't do it. It's been, I've been here for almost 8 years, and I'm certainly not where I thought I would be by now. And this past fall, I decided to really commit to this. And so part of the Swahili class was to go and meet at this university, this college, with all these young people, and everybody around me was speaking Swahili. It was, it was out of my comfort zone. But I decided I needed to do this. If I'm going to make this happen, then I have to do it. It meant interacting with people in Swahili. Fortunately, they speak English also, but mostly interacting with people in Swahili. Or it was Swahili over my head, but I did it anyway. And as I did it, as I learned new words, as I challenged myself to hear new words, my ability to speak Swahili has grown. So number 1 is step outside your comfort zone. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you stay stuck in your comfort zone. So where are you too comfortable? And how can you get out of your comfort zone as you step into your new self, your new future, your new life? The second thing is, if you're going to step out of your comfort zone, you have to step into your fear. Yes, it was so frightening for me to do this. It's been many things about my life in the last, my whole life I've learned this, that when I see fear, when I confront fear, when I feel fear, sometimes I let it hold me back, but other times I have been able to be courageous and step forward. And it's when I do that I push through to the other side, and I grow, I learn, and I get closer to my goal. Change is scary, but it's on the other side of that fear. It's that place you're trying to go is over there on the other side of that fear. So you've got to do it. Don't let fear stop you. Step into your fear. And look inside of you. Why are you fearing? What are you afraid of? What is behind your fear? Are you afraid that you're not good enough? Are you afraid that you can't do it? Are you afraid that people will laugh at you? What is it that's behind your fear? Look at that, examine that, recognize it, and ask yourself, is that really true? So number 2 is step into your fear and do that thing that makes your heart race. So what are the things that stop you in your tracks? Where does your fear come from? Number 3 is embrace your failures. Failures are not anything to be ashamed of. Failure is actually part of your learning and growing experience as well. As you get outside of your comfort zone, as you step into that fear, you're going to do things that didn't work out the way you meant it to. You are going to make mistakes. This is a part of your process. As you make those mistakes and you learn from those mistakes, then you can make progress. You can try something new. You can see what doesn't work and explore something else that does work. So don't be afraid of failure. Actually, embrace failure. Failure is your key to success. With my Swahili, there's been many times where like yesterday in my speech, I got up there, I was reading it, but there were many times where I stumbled over words. And actually on Friday when I did my rehearsal in front of some students, they asked some questions and I realized that I hadn't put everything in my presentation that I needed to. And so I updated it a bit. And then after yesterday, we were eating meal and I was with like some of the dignitaries and they're asking me questions and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to answer the question or I didn't understand. And so I had to be willing to say to them, sialewe, I don't understand. And they would, so just don't be afraid of failure and to admit your failure and to stand strong in your failure, knowing that this is okay. This is a part of your growth process. Doesn't say anything bad about you. Embrace your failures. Number 4 is be willing to change. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you're not willing to change. Be willing to embrace new ideas. Be willing to see that you're changing. You will change as you keep it moving forward. Things will change and your perspective on things will change. The people around you will change. So be open to that. Keep your mind open. Don't say something like, oh, this won't work for me. No, think about it like, how could this work for me? If it did work, what difference would it make? How could it work for me? Be open to change. And don't say, oh, I already know this. This is, I don't need to do this. I already know how to do it. What can you learn new from it this time? Open your brain to some new ideas that can come from you re-examining something and learning something new. Growth equals change. Be open and ready. Where are you resistant to change? And why is that? What do you think is behind that? Number 5 is don't go it alone. With my Swahili learning, I've had a fellow diasporan who's been studying with me. I had a teacher that was helping me. I had people in my community around me at home that was helping me. And so I know that I need support. I cannot do this myself. Yes, a lot of it is on me, but I also need help. Now, who can you learn from? Who else is doing this? Or even if it's not something you know, who can you watch? Who can you learn from? Who can you learn with? Who else is doing this that you can join together and support each other? And lean on your spiritual team, on your ancestors, on your spirit guides, on the divine, whatever your spiritual belief system is. Lean on that spiritual team. They're here to support you as well. And be vulnerable. Part of being in that community is being able to admit your failures, is willing to admit your fears, admit what you're going through and getting the support, and you'll discover oftentimes that they're doing the same thing. They're going through some of the same things, and together you can encourage each other. It can help you not feel so much like there's something wrong with you, because there isn't. There's nothing wrong with you. You are amazing. The fact that you're even doing this at all is great. Where could you most use support? And always know that I'm here to support. Look below for the link to learn more about working with me. I'm here at Spices and Herb Ethiopian Restaurant here in Arusha, Tanzania, one of my favorite places to eat. The food is delicious and the owner is a fellow diasporan. Born in Ethiopia, raised in Ethiopia, then moved to the U.S. and became a U.S. citizen, and now he's here serving up great tasting food. One of the very first places I ever ate back when I first came here in 2014 to visit. I hope you like this video. Be sure to click the subscribe button and click the like button and share this video with those who you think could use this information. That's it for today. Kwaheri. Goodbye.